Hey Pile One, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation, and we are back doing another Future Spouse Pick a Card video. Okay, we are right now. It's just I'm gonna introduce you guys. Okay, I'm gonna introduce you to your future spouse and tell you a little bit about him. It's going to be a quick pick a card reading, but it's going to be a fun one, okay? So let's introduce you to your future spouse, Pile One. You guys keep in mind, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. And so if you want to book a private reading with me where I'm tapping in exclusively into your future spouse's energy, check the description box below for booking details. I do have a basic future spouse reading where I go over their overall general personality, what they look like, okay? And then when you are likely to meet if you haven't already met them, okay? That one's only $25 again. Booking details in the description box below. So Pile One, you were drawn to the natural citrine. One of my favorite stones in the whole world, natural citrine. I love natural citrine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. We have Samaritan. We've got a victim. We also have sad news with Mercury. I'm hearing a do-gooder. This person is a do-gooder. They do have a soft spot for like the underdog or for so Pile One, I am picking up energy that your future spouse is very much a humanitarian. Your future spouse, Pile One, is the type of person, that I can see, maybe giving food or helping out, like, the less fortunate, the homeless. Definitely somebody that is very generous with their time and their resources. They have a soft spot for, helping out people in a time of need. Let's see. So we got sad news here with disappointing message, not what you wanted to hear, something not going in your favor, inconvenient truth. And then we have Mercury energy here, talking about communication, mind, reason, language learning. They're also a very good communicator. They're very good with their words. They may have some air in their chart dominant somewhere. They may have an air Mercury. They may have dominant Gemini or Virgo placements. So with Samaritan here, light attributes, we got refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. And then we got shadow attribute with exacting appreciation and recognition for the help that you offer. We also have victim here with light attribute, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And then we also have shadow attributes of playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. I am picking up kind of on a Debbie Downer. I don't know if y'all know what Debbie Downer is, but like a negative Nancy Debbie Downer. Just they may have a little bit of Debbie Downer in their thoughts. Like they may kind of have a tendency to kind of focus on the negative a little bit. That may be something they're needing to work on, Pile One, as far as your person goes. Let's see, let's find out some more about their personality, who they are. I do hear, Pile One, that your future spouse though is very very sympathetic, very quick to lend an ear. They're a good friend. They're a very good friend. I will say that they're a very good friend. They're someone that can be called upon when you're going through a hard time. They're that person. Tell me more about. There's Aquarius energy, yeah. Definitely picking up on some air energy, but there's more air element. Heavy emphasis on air, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air element coming through. A really good communicator. Definitely, they do have an open mind. They're able to see things from, a million different angles is what I'm saying. What Uranus energy here, we have unexpected, surprise, sadness, revolution, unorthodox, freedom, Genius, I almost said genuine. I am picking up on a genuine energy with them. So with genuine energy coming through, pile one, your future spouse is someone that, you know, when they're helping other people, it's from a completely selfless space. They don't expect anything in return. They are genuine. The energy that they show up, they are very genuine when they want to help. That's coming from a genuine space of love, wanting to help out and stuff like that. Let's get one more for pile one's future spouse. They have a heart for people. I keep hearing that they have a heart for people in general, but of course they have a soft spot for the less fortunate. They may be part of like a homeless ministry. They are that kind of person. I can see your future spouse, you know, doing what do they call those? Toys for Tots, you know, clothing drives, feeding the homeless, volunteering at, you know, shelters and stuff like that. Very much a humanitarian vibe with this person. Blood moon. They've been through some stuff, that's why. Yeah, so your future spouse actually hasn't had an easy life up to this point. They may be doing better, but their desire to want to help and to heal, yeah, that's what's coming up. Their desire to want to help and heal others comes from their own past struggles. Some of you, I am picking up on a future spouse where they may be counselors, but I'm picking up on somebody more that may have dealt with like addiction in their past, and now it's like what they do now. They may have been homeless even, or they may have, you know, dealt with homelessness when they were little. They may have been homeless. They may have dealt with addiction either personally or someone close to in their family, you know, may have dealt with addiction or may have even passed on from an addiction. And so I'm picking up on somebody that volunteers a lot in like, say, like shelters, maybe is a sponsor, like an AA sponsor, or, you know, a sponsor for somebody that may be going through, you know, recovery from, you know, narcotics or something like that, or alcoholism. I feel like your future spouse, pile one, has overcome some stuff themselves, and now they're trying to take what they have learned from being able to overcome, and now they're trying to help out other people that may be in the same spot. Is there anything else from this deck? No? Okay. Oh, something did flip. What was that? What was that? Two things. Okay. Astrological transits favor you at this time. Yeah. And then we got Pluto energy here with transformation, renewal, destruction. Yeah. So your person's, they had it rough. Okay. Your future spouse has had it rough. In their past, they've had a rough go with it. It used to be, they used to kind of have this feeling like maybe, you know, like when they were born, I don't know if it's maybe the family of origin they come from, the way they grew up, but it was like, you know, when they were little, they thought that, you know, not to say they had this exact thought, but this is like the overall general feeling of being like, you know, I missed the lotto when it came to the family that I was born into, right? Like they've overcome a lot. And they've also transformed a lot. Okay, so if your person has a history of like, you know, I mean, I'm seeing some of your guys is like they were on the streets. Okay, a rough life, whether they were doing drugs or dealing drugs or, you know, something. They've had a rough life, and so they did, or someone very close to them did, and now they're kind of like they're part of a ministry of some sort, whether it's through an actual church or it's just their own spirit. They do this stuff on their own. They just have a heart for people going through really, 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 really difficult times. But with transformation here, pile, one, this lets me know that this is not like whatever it is, like if they have a heart for people who are homeless or people who are addicted or whatever, it's like they no longer your future spouse no longer has that issue. You don't have to worry about relapse or anything like that. If you know that is a personal struggle, if that was a personal struggle of theirs, okay, that is something they have completely overcome. They're not bound by it anymore. They may not even look at themselves as, you know, what do they call that? In recovery. They're like, no, it's like, it's beyond that. They don't even, that's not part of their identity anymore. It's like they're, you know, some people are under the guise like, you know, once an addict, always an addict, even if they're forever an addict in recovery. It's like, no, I'm not an addict at all. It's like, yes, I'm recovered. I've been completely delivered. That's not even, they don't even, they're not tied to that identity anymore. Okay. But they have been through a lot. Pile 1, your future spouse is very humble. They have been humbled kind of through their own life experiences. Very loving. I'm hearing very forgiving, very grace. They extend grace very easily. Like I said, with sad news, I'm really getting that I'm getting a energy and a vibe from that of them always lending an ear, never turning away someone that maybe just needs to vent or talk or something like that, because they can recall and remember a time when that used to be them. They just needed someone to talk to. They just needed somebody to care. Now it's like, now they feel like, okay, it's my turn now to be that ear, because somebody, it's like, did it for them, right? Someone did it for them, and now it's like they're kind of like paying it forward. But this is almost like a life mission for them. They do feel like their luck has turned for the better. But the reason why their luck is turned from the better, and they are aware of this, is because they changed. They're now under, you know, this understanding that they're the ones that are in charge. They're the ones that have the power and stuff like that. It's always been them. And that's how it's like, you know, they kind of want to take that energy out to the streets, is what I'm hearing, with people who are, you know, a little bit more, not a little bit, but, you know, who are what they would deem unfortunate, and they may even minister in terms of like trying to, you know, help change the mindsets of people who are on the streets. You know, whatever the mindset was that got them out on the street to begin with, they may minister to people that way, just wanting to share knowledge, especially with Mercury here. You know, Mercury is the planet of communication. That may be what they're wanting to communicate with people. Like, there's a better life than this. You know, it all starts with you. You know, you change your mind, you can change your life, kind of a thing, right? And so, yeah, I feel like your person has a heart and a mind for people. Your future spouse does, pile 1, very much so. We're going to get some messages from them to you, and then we're going to wrap this up. What messages do you have for pile 1? Actually, let's go to, I don't want to do that deck. Let's do Pink Divine Love. All right, pile 1's future spouse. What messages do you have for pile 1? They're goofy. They're like a nerdy kind of goofy. Oh, that old song from Huey Lewis in the News, It's Hip to Be Square. Like, I can see your person. They're goofy, very lighthearted. Pile 1, your future spouse is very lighthearted. They're very goofy. I can see them just, it's a nerdy kind of a goofy though, but it is funny. It's endearing. What messages do you have for pile 1? So we got balance, blocked ascension, confusion, rainy days, commitment. The message they have for you, pile 1, largely has to do about maybe feeling stuck. I'm hearing that for you, it feels like you're stuck in a perpetual state of a rainy day, because the words on here for rainy day says painful feelings, tears of sadness. You may be dealing with doubts when it comes to manifesting, you know, union or connection with your future spouse. So having that been said, let's see what their guidance is. What's your guidance? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, here we go. This is my own personal deck, but what's your guidance? Or do I want to use tarot? Let's do tarot. Yeah, let's do tarot. What's your guidance? What is your guidance? Wow, look at all this. We got 2 kings and 2 queens popping up. Man. Whew. Okay, so we have a pair here on the board, although one is in reverse. So we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So definitely wanting to speak to self-confidence here. Passion levels, feeling on fire again. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, not feeling quite grounded, not feeling stable. And then we got the King of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in the upright position. And when I've had those two came out, it was like needing to warm things up, needing to find your passion and your inner fire again, needing to light that inner spark. I'm just picking up on this energy with you, pile 1, where you just kind of feel blah. Like when you're not feeling sad or, you know, there's not painful feelings. It's just, you know, there's a feeling of feeling numb. And it's like you need to connect to that inner spark, that inner joy again. Trying to, you know, first of all, if there is painful feelings and feelings of sadness here, there needs to be a clearing out of that emotional energy. If you don't know how to do that, pile 1, check the description box below. There is a video called Releasing the Wands. You can start there, but that video is on another channel of mine that teaches you how to clear any kind of energy that might be blocking you or, you know, from manifesting your heart's desire, whether it's a future spouse or a better business or whatever, right? I love that we have the balance card here, and then we've got 2 kings and 2 queens, and there's only 1 king in the upright position, and it's the King of Wands. It's just an inner balance needing. There's a large imbalance when it comes to your inner feminine. Your inner feminine energy, very imbalanced. I don't know if you're not connected to your inner feminine energy, if you just don't embody your inner feminine energy very much. And then with your inner masculine, it really is just finding that fire, that zest, that zeal for life. And maybe you're under the impression that things need to go a certain way in the 3D. Maybe you're waiting for your future spouse in order to feel a zest for life, or maybe you're waiting for business to go a certain way or something. It's like you're waiting for something to pan out, or you're waiting for something to happen before you allow yourself to really fall in love with your life, if not yourself, right? And it's like that's the message that they have for you. It's like, deal with those energies now. Don't wait for, you know, don't wait for something to happen to give yourself permission to live and enjoy your life and to love yourself. Like, start doing that now. What's confusion about? We'll clear up confusion and then we'll wrap up your reading. Well, actually, I have a few more things I want to do, but let's do confusion. What's up with confusion? Page of Wands. Look at all this court energy. I'm feeling this overall energy, pile 1, of just deflated, feeling all the passion and the joy and the zest and zeal for life having been sucked out of you, or that's how you're feeling. Void of passion, void of fire, void of creative energy. It's like you're feeling very stagnant. And they want you to connect with maybe that inner adventure. There's a lot of fire energy out on the board. Yeah, we got some Pentacle and some King, but we got three of the court cards of the fire element here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they're really, your future spouse is really wanting you to connect back into that place. I'm hearing courage, fire and desire, passion, motivation, inspiration, creation, creativity. Definitely some work around the sacral and the solar plexus. Mainly the sacral chakra though. You might be able to awaken some of that through, like, what do they call that? Like orgasmic manifesting, or just, you know, through self-play. If you get my drift, self-pleasure might be a way to kind of jumpstart it, you know, if that's not something that's going to trigger like an addiction, right? That is coming up though. Like, when I say sex work, I don't mean like, you know, out on the streets, but like self-play, you know, awakening the passion in your body is a good place to start, right? All right, you guys, let's get a few of these cards. How many do we want to get? 3? Okay, we're gonna get 3. All right, future spouse, pile 1. Your future spouse has at least 1/3 of their body covered in tattoos. Ooh, flying. Says they're a vegetarian. They don't eat meat. Oh, and then it says has an unusual hair feature. Okay, I'm actually being guided to get you guys a couple more from this deck. Okay, so they go by a nickname. So when you meet them, it's like they go by a nickname. Okay, it's not going to be like their legal name. Like if you meet them on a dating app or something, that they, you know, they're going to go by a nickname. Will be the one to ask. So they're going to ask you out. And it says has been in your proximity at least once in the last 6 months. You may have already met this person, pile 1. But they are very close in your energy. It's like you've actually been very close. Your paths have either crossed or have come very close to crossing within the last 6 months. All right, pile 1. We're going to end your reading there. I hope that it resonated. Make sure you're smashing that like button for me. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked, what you thought, how it resonated. Make sure you subscribe, y'all, okay, so you don't miss an upload. And I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks a lot, pile 1. Hi, pile 2. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm gonna be your reader today, and we are doing another future spouse pick a card reading. And today we're just gonna introduce you to them. Okay, we're gonna just open up the channel and let your future spouse tell you a little bit about them. Okay, who are they as a person? Whatever's gonna come through. We might get some physical attributes. You know, we'll definitely hit on some of their personality traits. You know, how other people might experience some stuff like that. I'm just basically going to let them introduce themselves to you. All right, pile 2. So y'all, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to book a personal reading where I'm tapping exclusively into you and your future spouse's energy and connection, check the description box below. There's actually a basic reading that is available kind of like this, where it taps in, lets you know more about them personally, like when you're going to meet, what they look like. I get more detailed into what your future spouse looks like and stuff like that. It's only $25, so check the description box below. My shop is open. All right, pile 2, so let's delve right into it. You guys picked the let's see, black obsidian stone here. We'll just pop that over there. Let's get some overall energy. We got Pioneer, It says light attribute is passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, and then shadow attribute with compulsive need to keep moving on. So let's see, with pioneer energy, I'm definitely picking up on Aries. I'm also picking up on some Aquarius energy too, though. So your person, your future spouse pile 2 could have some dominant Aries and or Aries energy, cardinal energy, which is Aries, let's see, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, okay? And then Aquarius energy. All right, so your future spouse may have some of those astrological influences in their chart, dominant somewhere. And then we have the South Node with the Fool. There's that Aquarius energy. I think of the Fool as being like Aquarius energy, but it also can be Aries. I can see it as both. Okay, so definitely Aquarius and Aries energy coming out strong. And then we have Round and Round. So the Fool, we got karmic path gifts, gifts carried over from a previous lifetime, comfort zone, fallback position, easy but not fulfilling. We have Round and Round with not applying lessons learned and healthy patterns on repeat, unable to let go of the past and repeating an old story. They can often get stuck in a rut. I am picking up on fixed energy here. Like your person, okay, so pile 2, okay, so your future spouse can, they can be a little stuck in their ways, pile 2, okay? They can be a little stuck in their ways. They can be very stubborn. Now I'm picking up on fixed energy. Fixed energy is, again, Aquarius. It's also Leo, let's see, Taurus, Leo, a Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. What's that last one? Aquarius. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Fixed energy. Very stubborn. Can have the energy of kind of feeling immovable. Very set in their ways. But I am picking up, pile 2, that your future spouse is a leader. They may be heavy on the leadership, forging the way, being a pioneer, clearing the path. Very innovative, maybe even an inventor. They may be like a boss. They may be a boss at work. Let's see what else is wanting to come through about their energy. And they're here on a mission. I will say that. They're here on a mission. They're doing what they came here to do. And so part of what I'm picking up on when I tell you, pile 2, that they can be very set in their ways and very stubborn, there may be things about their personality, pile 2, that may initially be a turnoff to you, but what you have to understand, it's like it's part of why they are so successful, and they are that way for a reason. Not to say that they don't have shadow attributes that they do need to heal, but there is, you know, for some reason they're not wishy-washy, okay? When they set their mind to something, they go for it, you know. Once they set their mind to something, it's very difficult for them to change their mind. Once they make their mind up about something, it's very difficult for them to change their mind. I feel that they are a very serious person. They take their responsibilities very seriously. I am picking up on heavy CEO energy, whether they very leadership, supervisor, management, CEO, own their own company, the president. I mean, they're up there, right? And they take their responsibilities very, very seriously. I'm picking up on Emperor energy now. They take their responsibilities very, very seriously. And not to say that they don't have the capability of changing their mind, but it's like I'm almost hearing like you can trust when they've made their mind up about something. Not to say that they'll take forever, like researching something. There's a knowing within them. They just know. And so when they make their mind up about something, it's usually the right thing. They're usually right. I don't think that they're going to have this thing, pile 2, where it's like they need to be right. It's just like when it comes to them making their mind up about something, setting a course of action, knowing where they want to go, what they want to do and stuff like that. It's almost like they become an immovable fixture. They go full steam ahead, destination set, they're on the path, right? Mostly good. Mostly good. But I can see where, you know, there could be some distortions in that line of thinking as well. But with Jupiter on there, you know, I mean, this is where I'm saying this is good stuff. Like they set their mind to something and they set their mind on it. They won't even allow themselves to get in their own way. Yeah, they just, once they set their sights and their mind on something, it's very hard to get them to move. They don't budge, okay? They don't budge. And that's just the way that it is. Pile 2, you guys may butt heads, pile 2, if you're also very headstrong. Hold on. What am I wanting to do here? Because oh, tarot. Okay. Because what I want to do, pile 2, I mean, this is your future spouse, so I mean, they're going to be a good match for you. I don't know if I'm tuning in to people in pile 2. You'll have to let me know in the comments box below if you're somebody who's also very much in this energy, because the two of you may possibly clash. If you're not more of a mutable energy. I feel pile 2, for those of you tuning in, if you have more of a fixed orientation, if you have more of a fixed energy, or if you have a lot of fixed energy in your chart, and you know, you tend to also be like very stubborn, strong-willed, immovable, there's going to be some conflict in this connection. If you are mutable energy, even cardinal energy, but you do have more flexibility in your energy, pile 2, it's going to work out beautifully. Because I know that, you know, saying somebody can be set in their ways and stuff like that can appear right off the bat to kind of be like, yeah, you know, but when this person knows what they want, I'm picking up they're very decisive, very quick to make decisions. And they may not take a long time to make a decision. It's just they're connected and they're tapped in a way where, well, here we got listen to the guidance of your soul. It's like they make decisions fast, but they're tapped into a source of knowledge and a source of wisdom. It's just like they don't have to take a long time. They just know the way that they may be very claircognizant. They may have a very highly developed sense of claircognizance where they just know. They just know. You know, they know. They just know what's the right decision, what's the right path, you know. And like I said, they're here on a mission, and so it's like, you know, them being unmovable is actually helping them fulfill whatever their mission is, okay? And pile 2, the guidance that's coming through for you in order to have like a harmonious relationship with an energy like this is to be much more on the mutable side, okay? Picking up dominant masculine energy, divine masculine energy with your future spouse. So pile 2, you would have to be more of the divine feminine orientation, more so in the mutable sense. Can be cardinal energy, okay? Mutable is just being able to go with the flow, you know, see things from a different, higher perspective, different angles and stuff like that. Is there any Tell me more about yourself. Yeah, if you argue with this person, pile 2, you're just going to feel like you're arguing yourself into circles. Trying to change this person's mind, your future spouse's mind, pile 2, just is not an easy task once they make it up. And there's pros and cons to that, okay? There's pros and cons to that. Yeah, see? It came out crossing. Wow. Page of Wands and the King of Wands. Page of Wands is in the reverse. Your person knows what they want. They go after what they want. They're very confident in their abilities. And they don't really give two shits what anybody has to think or say about it. With this Page of Wands in reverse, can usually talk about comparison. What do they call? Yeah, comparison, like comparing yourselves to other people, more so people that are like, you know, higher up than you. But this, your future spouse is like, nah. Why is the Hanged Man here? Like I said, they can feel very stuck in their ways, okay? They can feel very stuck in their ways. Very stubborn. There's that fixed energy coming out with the World. Well, Leo energy is there. They don't let much hold them down. I keep seeing your future spouse pile 2 is almost like a freight train to a very, you know, to a destination. And once they get going on that track, nothing derails them. Nothing derails them. Because if they, you know, they don't care what anybody thinks. They don't care about what the opinions of others may be. It's like once they make up their mind, it's just narrow. It's tunnel vision to get to where they want to go. All right, let's see. What else can you tell us about yourself? What else can you tell us about you? Okay. What else can you tell us about you? They've been through... Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's why. They may have spent a lot of time in their past caring what other people thought, pile 2, and they realized at some point that it actually just, it derailed them. When they listened to the opinions of others and what people thought they should or shouldn't be doing, it's like they followed the advice of other people, and they would. So there was a point in time, pile 2, where your future spouse went against what they inherently knew to be true. And it derailed them, and it delayed the path that they were on. That's why they don't take into consideration if they make a decision and that decision is coming from a place of inner knowing, like claircognizance type of a thing, they tune everything and everyone else out. Not to say that there aren't times when they make decisions and they don't have any knowing about it whatsoever. That might be when they, you know, will factor in maybe other people's advice and whatnot. But for the most part, it's like your person is tapped into a higher source of knowledge, universal wisdom, and it's like that's the guidance that they're being guided by their higher self, whether they know it or not. They just know. And so when they get to that space, it's like, nah, here we go, red string of fate. Yeah. They have a deep sense of purpose that they are following, and this is what drives them. And it's not, you know, them tuning out anyone else or anyone else's opinions or whatever about what they're doing or not doing. It's not coming from a place of disrespect. It's like they're on a mission. They're on a mission that they are being guided and pulled by that energy. I will say, pile 2, your person, they may not be very popular. They may rub a lot of people the wrong way. They can be seen as, you know, they may have some enemies. You know, here I feel like they have some kind of a spiritual, you know, a spiritual thing here, a spiritual mission. You know, if you are fulfilling a spiritual mission, there may be enemies, or there may be reasons why, you know. So I mean, your person may have they may have some haters out here, but people aren't understanding where their drive is coming from. See, people are taking it personal when, you know, they may tell your future spouse about their opinions about what they're doing or whatever, and, you know, they feel dismissed because your future spouse ain't trying to hear it. Not that they're not trying to hear it, they're just like, I don't have time. They know what they're here. They know what they're here to do. They know the path. And so, you know, people with, you know, egoic agendas and stuff like that, who are taking things personally that they don't need to take personally, you know, may see your future spouse as somebody who is, you know, not a pleasant person to be around. You know, your future spouse may inadvertently be making people feel rejected, just because, you know, they're like, I don't need to hear any of that. I don't have time. Honestly, it's like, I know what I'm doing. I don't have time for all of that. You know, I don't have time for all of that. Not even wanting to hear out what somebody might be saying about the path that they're on, you know, or their course of action or whatever it may be. I feel like there are a lot of people that may be wanting to consult your person about what your person should be doing. But your person's a pioneer. They're like, I'm going where not very many people, if anybody at all, has been before. It's like, I know what I'm doing, right? There's a lot of people that are trying to really kind of, I don't know what the deal is, why people feel the need to tell your future spouse what they need to be doing, how they need to be doing it, especially if they themselves may not have ever done it. You know, we're talking about somebody that's pioneering, so they're doing things that not very many people have done, if anyone has done before, but I'm picking up on the energy of your person being surrounded by people who have a lot of opinions about things they really shouldn't have opinions about. But I guess you can have an opinion about anything, even if you've never experienced it or you're not doing it, right? I've got opinions on people like that. Anyway, let's see, pile 2, we're gonna grab a few of these cards and then we're gonna end your reading. Let's see. And it said, look, is known to be sarcastic often. Has 3 siblings. Let's get 3 more cards for pile 2. Has an odd numbered birth year. Let's get 2 more. Maybe. I'll try one more time. If nothing else comes out, there's nothing else in this deck for pile 2. Let's get 2 more, please. One more time. If nothing comes out, I guess we are ending it. Wait, one did flip out. What was that? Your first kiss will be 1 year from now. Aw. That was cute. Okay, there we go. Finally, it says, oh, they have dreams about you. Aw. That's sweet. All right, pile 2, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated. Be sure you are smashing that like button for me, you guys. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked, what you thought, how it resonated. Did I say smash that like button? Subscribe if you feel led to do so, you guys, so you don't miss any of my uploads. All right. I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. We're back with another future spouse pick a card reading. Today, we're just going to open up the channel and we're going to have your future spouse's energy come through and let them introduce you to who they are, okay? We're just going to let whatever's going to come through, come through. Keep in mind, Pile 3, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. If you want to book a private reading that is more customized to you, your future spouse's energy, check the description box below for booking details. I actually have a reading that's very similar to this that is $25. Okay, so the shop is open. Check it out. Just booking details in the description box. We're gonna get right into it. So Pile 3, you were drawn to the very beautiful Ametrine crystal. So this is amethyst and citrine together. Isn't it pretty? Love it. Let's see. Let's pick up on their overall energy. Here we have hero or heroine with light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. The shadow attribute is escapism and a false sense of heroism. Okay. We also have the wheel, fate, destiny, a turning point, things working in your favor, big changes are coming. And then we have fixed energy. I was picking up on the actual wheel here, which is fixed energy. So very possible, Pile 3, that your person has a lot of fixed energy in their chart. So fixed energy is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Sorry. I don't know why I'm having... That's weird because I haven't even eaten anything yet all day. I'm having like indigestion. So weird. Anyway, so we got fixed energy here with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, which that, you know, so their overall energy, Pile 3, they're going to feel very stable, unwavering, unmoving, unwavering action, change, maintain, continue, growth, very reliable. Your person, your future spouse, Pile 3, is very, very reliable. A person of their word, a man or a woman, or a person of their word. They can definitely be counted on. I'm picking up on ride or die energy, especially with this hero energy here. Like, they're the person that you can go to if you're in a bind, like in an emergency. They may be that person that, you know, loans friends money, or, you know, they may be, I am picking up on your future spouse, Pile 3, possibly being in a job where they rescue people. It could be literally like, you know, they could be, you know, law enforcement, firefighter, EMS or EMT. They could be, you know, mental health advocates, you know, something like that. They could literally work in an area or in an industry that people can see them as like, oh, you saved me, right? You know, mental health counselors can make people feel that way. It's just they have this energy of rescuing. They're rescuers. And it could be in a very literal sense of the word. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, your person, they might be tired. Yeah, I feel like your person's always, okay, so your future spouse is always on the go. They're always on the go. They may have a kind of a job where they work 24 hours or 48 hours. They may work a kind of job. They could be in emergency. They could be at like an emergency room. They could work as a doctor, as a nurse. So I'm picking up a lot of occupational fields for your particular pile. Your future spouse is wanting you to know. I do believe they work in some kind of a field where they help people in a time of need. That's what they do, okay? And there's so many different things that are coming through, but I am picking up emergency technicians, you know, doctors, nurses, firefighters, law enforcement, could even be, what do they call it? Dispatchers, things of that nature. But I do feel like that carries on in their personal life as well. They are someone that people do go to when they're in a bind and your person helps out. Okay, very reliable, very protective, very stable. When I say stable, it's not just financial. I'm picking up on their energy being very stable and unwavering. They're like a rock, okay? And that's how this person's going to feel to you, pile 3. Your person's going to feel like a rock in your life, like an anchor. When everything else in the world seems to be just going, one way or another, it's like your future spouse's energy that doesn't change. They're, in a good way. It feels very calming is what it feels like being in their energy. What more? Tell pile 3 more about yourself. Tell us more about yourself. Pile 3's future spouse. I was just thinking that luck is always on their side. It's like, and it has to be because of the line of work that they're in, but we have astrological transits favor you at this time. They're very lucky. That's how they feel. It's just like they're always in the right place at the right time. Okay. Blood moon. Yeah. See, and I'm picking up on, they may actually, come across actual blood. They may work around blood, see a lot of blood. But with blood moon here, we've got beginnings, endings, shadow work, emotional cleansing and a reset, spiritual growth, emotional baggage, destruction, unexpected situations. They're born for that. They were made for that stuff. I feel like what they do for a living is a very high stress. It's a high stressful situations. They handle them like champs, right? I'm literally hearing, here I come to save the day. Here we got snow moon. Give me one more. Blood moon and snow moon. Interesting. They deal with things most people couldn't or wouldn't want to deal with. I'm hearing they need a nap too, because here we got like transition, low resources, hibernation. Their sleep schedule may be flipped from yours. Like I don't know if they have insomnia, if they require a lot of naps, or if they work really long hours. Their mind is very, very active. They have a very active mind. They may have insomnia. With third house too, though, I am picking up on somebody that is, they're very popular, very well liked, very, 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 very well liked. Oh my gosh, they're very popular. They are widely liked, but I am hearing that your person's inner circle is quite small. And I feel like it's because there's a lot of people that can count on your person, but your person has found that there's not a lot of people that can match their energy. And so, they're not someone that's just going to be there. I mean, yeah, I am picking up on a little bit of a humanitarian vibe with your person, not as much as one of the other piles, but I just feel like your person is so busy. They don't, your person's very busy. They're very popular, but their inner circle is quite small, and they are very, what's that word? They conserve their energy for the people that match theirs. They're always willing to lend out a helping hand. But they do have boundaries. That's what I want to say. They have boundaries. So they don't just let people walk all over them and stuff like that. They're, they do notice, like, if they show up for someone and that person, if your person needs that person and they, your future spouse needs that person and they don't show up, they take note of that. They're not a pushover. That's what they want you to know, pile 3. Yes, they help people in need. They're, they're the one that can be called on when they're in a bind, and they do look for reciprocity, okay, in their relationships. And so, if you're worried about this person being a pushover or just, being a people pleaser, it's nothing like that, okay? It's none of that energy at all. Let's see what else. What else do you want us to know about yourself? What else do you want pile 3 to know about you? Yes, okay. We got wise. So we got cycles with repeated patterns, learn to break free. We got wise with think smart, take your time. Rainbow, bad vibes clearing up. I don't know why this is coming up, but it's like, they may have been taken, that's what it is. They have been taken advantage of in the past, because your person has always had this heart for helping people, right? That may just be part of what they're here for. And they have been taken advantage of by people in the past who weren't able to match their energy. And so that's not something they do anymore. They don't do that. They are liked by a lot of people, but they have a very small friendship circle because they understand their energy is precious. And not very many people have been able to match their energy up to this point. And so, they don't have any room in their life for drama. They don't want drama. I feel like to them, it's like I have enough drama when it comes to what I do for a living. It's like their personal life, their friendships, and their personal relationships. It's like they drama-free, peaceful, tranquil. Not to say that they, you know, of course people go through bad times and stuff. And so they're not pushing people out if they go through, you know, tough times and tough periods and stuff, but they don't have time for drama, persistent negativity, right? Your person may be very aware of energy, because I'm picking up, it's like I don't want that in my personal space, because it's almost like it can be contagious and they don't like that. And it's just kind of like they don't want to make room in their life for someone who is a bag of drama. Just bags of drama everywhere that they go. They're very protective over their personal space. I am picking up on that, pile 3. They're very protective over their personal space and their energy. They're very protective of the people that they let in their inner circle as well. All right, let's see. We are going to get a few of these, and then we're gonna close out your reading. Has an imperfection in their speech. Let's see what else comes out. Your first kiss will be within 1 year from now. Wants to send you a message. You may already know this person. Dyes their hair unusual colors. You know what I'm picking up on? Your person may actually be like some of those people that dress up and go visit hospitals, you know, like goes to children's hospitals and visits patients there dressed up as superheroes. Oh, that is so cool. Let's get one more. Has lived in more than one country. I pick up this person may have been like in the military. They may be retired, or they could be in the military now. If they're not now, I pick up that they may have used to be. They may have been in the Army, the military, you know, or whatever. It's, you know, here over in the States, it's like the Army, the Marines, the Navy, stuff like that. I don't know what it's called overseas, but I am picking up for some of you, pile 3, your person has traveled a lot because they were in the military. Yeah, interesting. All right, pile 3, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated. Be sure you are smashing that like button for me. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked to let me know how it resonated and what you thought. Also, be sure that you are subscribe to the channel, you guys, so you never miss an upload. Okay, I will be uploading a lot more frequently, at least 2 or 3 times a week. I got my mojo back, you guys. I got my mojo back. All right, happy to be back too. Anyway, I'll see you guys at your next reading. Take care, pile 3. Love you. Hey pile 4, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. We are back with another future spouse pick a card reading. Today, we're just opening up the channel. We're letting your future spouse basically come through and introduce themselves to you, okay? Let them tell you about who they are, all that good stuff. Whatever's gonna come through. All right, you guys, so keep in mind, pile 4, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. If you want to book a personal reading where it's more exclusive to your personal, your future spouse's energy, there is actually a reading that's very similar to this that's available. It's the basic reading. Just check the description box below for booking details. It's only like $25, and I'm only doing recorded videos from here on out, you guys, okay? I'm done with the emails and just too much whatever. Anyway, yes, the shop is open. Current turnaround time is about 3 to 5 business days, okay, excluding holidays. But anyway, so pile 4, you chose or were drawn to the Selenite Desert Rose, Desert Rose Selenite. Ooh, I'm having some issues with my communication. All right, let's see. So overall energy about your future spouse. Let's see, we got child, nature. So light attributes are friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Shadow attribute is tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I will say, I was picking up with this, very sweet. It's very sweet. So your person is very much very good with children, very good with animals, may have a lot of animals, okay? Different kinds of animals. Like I pick up your person may have, like, you know, usually you have people that have like maybe dogs or cats, but they don't usually have both. I have like your person is like the person that's got multiple different kinds of animals, okay? They might have dogs and cats and fish and just weird stuff, okay? Not that dogs and cats and fish are weird, it's just, it is what it is. Anyway, we have we got the moon energy here, high priestess, Cancer energy. Let's see, emotions, moods, subconscious habits, instinct, security. Ooh, so your person is very, very childlike. They're very in touch with their inner child. So they're very sweet, very affectionate, but very fun. Easy to be around. We got Leo, we got 5th house energy, or this is Leo energy, okay. But Leo rules the 5th house. That was what I saw first, was 5th house, even though this is the card of Leo. So we got strength here, sun, courage, loyalty, charisma, leadership, generous, positive, jealousy, and drama. We got the sun and the moon together, so they're very, they're very healthy. Pile 4, your future spouse is very balanced. Because we got the moon and the sun here, because Leo is ruled by the sun. So they're very balanced in their inner feminine and inner masculine. Very healthy when it comes to like inner child. Now this can be because they, you know, are coming from like, you know, a family of origin that was very healthy, where all of their needs were met when they were kids, right? Or it can be because, you know, they've done a lot of healing. But their inner masculine, inner feminine, and their inner child, all of that is very, very imbalanced, very healthy. And here we got karmic cycles, settling scores in this life, karmic relationships. Yeah, I feel like good karma. This just good karma. You know, I think for the most part, your person was raised from a good family, you know, a healthy family. And not necessarily saying that they come from like, you know, where both of their parents are still together or anything like that, but they didn't lack for anything in any way. I should say emotionally, right? Very humble, very lighthearted. The energy I'm picking up on your future spouse, pile 4, is very, very lighthearted. I'm not picking up on any heaviness with them at all. Easy to be around. You can be your authentic self with them. Very loving, very accepting. Yeah. Very loving and very accepting. Very easy to be around. Let's get some more information about your future spouse, pile 4. We got your soul has returned. I love that we got karmic cycle and then it says your soul has returned to learn many lessons. Let's get a couple more. There's Leo energy again. They could literally be a Leo. That could, their birthday could, you know, they could be a Leo sun sign. If not that, it could very well be that they just have a dominant Leo energy in their charts. We have Leo energy and Cancer energy, okay? So they could have Leo energy dominant in their chart and Cancer energy in there somewhere. Those two energies are coming out very prominently. Let's get, I want 2 more? Okay, get 2 more. Snow, whoa, okay. Yeah, so they may be what's called an ambivert. Not an extrovert and not an introvert, but they're somewhere in the middle. So, you know, there are times when they're around people and people, you know, they're charged by people, and there can be some times when they're charged by being by themselves. They're kind of more of an ambivert. Popular. Your future spouse is very popular. People love talking to them. They love talking to people. They can be very chatty. They make friends very easily. They're very likable, very approachable, easy to talk to, easy to be around. People just feel, your person's natural space is to, they hold space for people in their authenticity, even if, you know, whatever, like, people just naturally feel drawn to your future spouse, pile 4. Because it's like they feel accepted. There's an inherent knowing there where, you know, so it's something about the space your future spouse holds energetically. People just inherently know, I can be myself around this person. I can be my authentic self around this person. I don't have to put on a mask. I don't have to be fake. I can be real. And, you know, yeah. Very much, your future spouse is very loved, very valued by a lot of people. With all this Leo energy that's coming up, especially with Gemini energy coming out here, your person may actually be, when I say they're popular, they may have like an online following. Your person is widely known. There's a lot of people that know your person, whether it's online and or whether it's out in the community. People are just, your future spouse, pile 4, has this light, and people are drawn to your person like moths to a flame. Let's see, we'll get some more. Did something flip over? No? Okay, I thought something flipped over. The Queen of Cups energy. It's coming out crossing though. That's, yeah, so that's what it is. Your person is just very sweet. Very open heart space. You can feel the love radiating from them is what it is. Their heart space is very open. It's not blocked at all. In fact, I'm not really picking up on any energy from them that is feeling blocked. I just feel like they're reaping really good karma. You know, I'm not saying that they had an easy life. It's just the energy that they embody. It's like, no matter, even if your person pile 4, your future spouse, even if they come across things that are challenging to deal with, just the way your person's energy, the way they look at things, it's like they're so positive. And it's not coming from a space of being, oh, what do they call that? Naive. I'm not picking up on, there might be a little bit of naiveness there, but your person, your future spouse there may have been a lot of women in their family that they, were raised around. A grandmother figure is coming through that is or was very significant in this person's life, that helped shaped them. Grandmother, motherly figure, there's some kind of a feminine energy in your future spouse's life or in their past that helped to shape who they are, because your person, your future spouse, whether they are divine masculine or primarily divine feminine, is very in touch with their inner feminine, very open heart space, very loving, very giving, just abundant when it comes to emotional love, holding space for other people. It's like they are a natural for it. Anything else? No? Okay, let's go back to here. Y'all hear my son in the background. He's home from work today. There we go. We got self-love, taking care of me now. Speak up. Yeah, okay. I do feel like your future spouse has some kind of a platform where they reach a lot of people. A lot of people. I don't know if they work and that's what they do, or if I'm not sure. I don't know if they're an influencer or what they do, but they're very popular. A lot of people know who this person is. They speak up about something. They bring a lot of light to a lot of people. They just make a lot of people feel better about themselves, better about life, things of that nature. And they do speak up on, I do get that they do speak up on injustices. This is what I'm saying. I'm not picking up on a lot of naive energy. Like, your person's a grown-ass man or a woman or whatever, right? Like, they grown, okay? Not naive, but they're very, very connected to inner feminine, inner masculine, their inner child. All of it is healthy. It's functioning the way that it's supposed to be. And that makes them very attractive to a lot of people, okay? They could be very physically attractive too, but, especially with like Leo energy, but their energy is so flippin' attractive. And a lot of people are wanting personal access to their energy, and your person is very smart when it comes to their own personal space and their personal energy. A lot of people, how do I want to say it? Because they're very respectful of other people's feelings, and super sweet. Look at that, super sweet, charming, kind gesture, but they're also sexy AF, okay? Very sexy AF, possibly very eye candy. They could be, but it's just, people are drawn to them like moth to a flame. Your person is very careful about who they spend their personal time and space with, okay? We got locked out here with access denied and hard to reach. So they're not a pushover. It's not, their energy is not open to just anybody. They're actually very protective over their own energy, especially with Leo energy here. Leo is very protective, they're very protective, right? Leadership. Yeah, so with off the hook here, it's like they're not available just for anybody, okay? It's almost like it's very, being in their energy, their personal energy and their personal space is actually can feel very privileged. And there's a lot of people that want access to that, but your person does not allow that because they know, you know, how important they protect their own energy. They realize that their energy is something precious to be protected, and they, you know, guard against even the most well-meaning of people, you know, but it's like they're very careful about who they spend their personal time around and who they share their personal space with. They are picky. I will say that your person is picky about who they spend their personal time with, pile 4. Your future spouse is not a doormat. They're not a revolving door. Yes, they can make friends with anybody, and they are very popular, and they have a lot of acquaintances, but they don't call a lot of people like really close friends. Not because they can, it's just, you know, they don't need the attention. It's like, you know what I mean? They're not popular because they need the attention or they want the attention. They're not like popular on social media or posting a lot on social media because they want the attention. That's not what it's all about. They could do without it. In fact, when they're not on social media, it's like they turn it off. They may turn the phone, you know what I mean? They may be literally like not even be around their phone or whatever it is they do. It's like they turn that off. It's like, you know, I don't need the attention. That's not what I'm there for. Yeah, your person's not an attention whore, okay? They're wanting you to know that. It's like, I get attention just because of who I am, right? That's who they are. It's like, they don't need it. They don't want it. They can go days and weeks without it. They're like, you know, they're saying I could go days and weeks without having the attention of people on me all the time. It's like, that's where that ambivert energy is coming from. It's like, they can be recharged by it, and they could take it or leave it, is basically what it is. It's like, they're doing something here that they're supposed to be doing. Okay. They're kind of in a way fulfilling some kind of a mission, and a part of them, they may be from Vega. If you know anything about like star systems and stuff, their soul may have originated and come from Vega. Which people from Vega, you know, that's what they're here for. They're here to be a light for many, 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 many people. And people that are, you know, from Vega are typically people who are can be very attractive physically. Like, they have a physically attractive face. That's just part of them doing what they're here to do, right? Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on. My bad. Let's get going. I'm going to give you a few of these, about 5 of these cards, and then we'll wrap up your reading. With self-love here, it's like they do understand personal space, right? They hum often. Aw, they hum. That's how you're probably going to like that, pile 4, because that's how you know that they're at peace, they're happy, they hum. They just hum all the time. They have a noticeable facial feature. Okay, like, you know, maybe like they might have like a scar on their eyebrow, or you know, a mole, you know, somewhere on their face, kind of like Cindy Crawford, or what's her name, sorry, Marilyn Monroe had, but a very noticeable facial feature. They might be known, that might, you know, that they might be not known for that, but you know what I mean? That's just part of their thing, part of their draw. Let's see what else. Let's get 3 more, please. Like Elvis Presley had that, when he smiled, he kind of had a crooked smile. That was kind of his noticeable facial feature. Their first name begins with a vowel. So pile 4, your future spouse's first name might begin with a vowel. Let's get 2 more, please. They have a severe allergy. Interesting. Okay, like to shellfish or strawberries, peanut butter. It's severe though, like they may have to carry around like an EpiPen or something like that. We're not talking about seasonal allergies, we're talking about like severe allergy to something. And I'm picking up on a food allergy is what I'm picking up on. I know there are other kinds of allergies, but specifically they have a severe food allergy. Anything else? Whoa. They have dreams about you. This could be somebody you already know, pile 4, or this might just be someone who is manifesting you in, or you're manifesting them in, and they're starting to actually dream about you. Your paths will cross during the next air sign season. Interesting. Let's see the timing. This is a timeless video, okay? But if you're watching this when it's released, we are currently, what is this, Virgo season? Next season after this is Libra, which is an air sign. All right, so could be during very soon, basically, is what this is saying. Your paths will cross very soon, probably within the next 30 to 90 days. All right, you guys. Pile 4, that was a wonderful note to leave this on. I'm going to go ahead and close the reading out now. Make sure you're smashing that like button for me. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked. Let me know what you thought, how it resonated. Also, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel, you guys, so you never miss an upload. All right. I will see you guys at your next video. Love you so much.